What'd you do in the Air Force?
I was in basic training, and then I went on to the tech school training for intelligence.
Wow. Okay. Neat. All right.
So she'll bring some of that skill set into our office too.
Great.
Yeah.
Excited.
Over the moon to have her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great,
So
great.
now we'll begin training.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, and
Happy to be here.
and you're getting a new roof.
Oh, we are? Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so if you happen to hear any noises up top, it's, that's a new roof.
That's good.
Sealing it, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Got to keep you high and dry.
Maintenance, yeah.
Yeah, got to keep you
Good.
dry. So, yeah, they're up there this morning working again. Yeah. Well, golly, glad to have you on board, and good luck. And
Thank you.
yeah,
I plan on being here a while.
Good. Good. That's what we want to hear.
Well, welcome back, Samantha.
that's our plan too. So, okay,
Thank you.
you bet.
Have a great day.
All right, well, that was a very nice new hire, a position that we can check off of our list. However, we have a few others that we still have openings. Superior to the bailiff position, but they are narrowing down the resumes, and they're hoping to get started interviewing in the next week or so. The prosecutor's office still has that deputy prosecuting attorney position open. We're just, kind of at a loss to know where else to recruit for that. But we keep plugging away at that one. Maybe once Neil is finished with this big trial in Wabash, then, we can put our heads together and try to figure out what else we need to do with that. So Sunny Meadows still has a part-time first shift, the matron position, and then the two new ones that she was granted by council and you last year. So we are still down. We have been, HR has been looking into some things to try to help out there. And once we get all of our information back from everybody, we're going to talk with Angela about some ideas that we have. We had suggested maybe having laundry done outside, with a vendor, and looking at that as one way to lighten the load a bit, so that who she does have right now can focus on caregiving and not being down in the basement doing laundry and up and down. So anyway, a couple other ideas that we're bouncing around. So, but getting people in those positions is really our focus. So the sheriff's office still has our posting for confinement officers. We're keeping our line in the water because they just never know who's going to be promoted or who will leave. So they kind of want to keep that out there. And because it takes such a long time for them to go through the process, it's good to keep that going. We are all set right now, according to Ben, the highway department. He has somebody, I do believe, starting today. Onboarding is happening. So he has his mowers have been out there for a couple weeks, and so that's good to know, especially with the big move coming up for them. So be nice to have a few more hands around to make light work. The other positions that we have are out at Community Corrections. One of their residential facility officers, a part-time weekender, due to the fact that the person's main position, their full-time position elsewhere, has started becoming a little heavier. They are resigning their weekend position with us. So we are looking for a part-time weekender and then a full-time second shift out there. So those are the openings that we have, and very happy about filling the position with the Veteran Services Office. That's great. The other big thing that I'd like to talk about is we have had, we've gone back and forth and all kinds of discussions with Apex and United Healthcare regarding getting our plan in place for this year and then the following year. And so I really think once Susan is good with the numbers, then the booklets can be printed and we can start with our open enrollment. The good thing is we're not changing vendors, so we don't have to do a lot of education on that. What will come, the big thing to communicate will be the for the 25-26 plan year, that reduction in the premium if the employee does the health risk assessment and the review by the physician. So we're working on that. Did want to make sure that we wanted that $50, because we want to make sure that we get that in the paperwork this year so that people are aware. $50 for the employee. Now, was that also $50 for the spouse?
Or $50 total.
Total.
Off of the,
Off of the premium for plan year 25-26. Since that's what we were talking about.
wouldn't it just be per pay period?
Well, per pay period, but is it per the?
I took it as it was $50 reduction if you did those items, including the spouse.
The
But if
employee.
the
They
employee
both have to
did,
do it, right?
if the employee did it, but the spouse that's on the plan didn't do it, then there would not be a reduction.
Yeah, that's the way, we're not doubling up the 50 is what I'm saying and doing 100.
Okay.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Okay.
They both need
That's
to
what we
do
need.
it in order to get the discount, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because really,
That's how I took it anyway.
the spouse drives
A lot of the
Right.
a
premiums
lot of
up.
that cost.
Yep, exactly. So that goes for, we would have the $50 for the employee only. We would have $50 for the employee and spouse plan if they both do it. And then $50 for the employee and spouse on the family plan.
Yes.
So, okay, just
But the
confirming
kids
that.
don't
And then
have to do
Right,
that.
right. Kids don't, yeah. Right.
Only for kids.
Yep.
For the, yeah.
Yep. Okay, that is what we needed to know. And we were, we ran the $50 per pay past the compliance attorney with Apex to make sure that that was, and we are good to go.
Great.
With that one. So wanted to make sure we had all of our ducks in a row. And as I said, once Susan puts her stamp of approval on the premiums and what we're charging, we will get things, well, Apex will get our booklets printed and we'll start doing the open enrollment meetings. So
We should be
that's-
good. Because it said renewal packet, so I thought it was this year's renewal packet.
No, that's, yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, great. That's good news. Okay, yeah, things are moseying along with that. And so that's basically what I have on my agenda. What do you guys have?
Anything for Dottie? Anyone?
Really?
Okay, yeah. Well, I would like to say kudos to Larry. We've had what we kind of considered a little bit of a safety committee project. At the ramp, when you guys come in, if you don't take the stairs to the courthouse, we had a divot in the concrete there at the base of the ramp, and so the concrete people were in, and that's all nice and smooth. So check that, and he got that done for us. So very happy. And since I was having that conversation with him downstairs, the update on the new security entrance system over at the 9th Street Annex is live. Now, whether or not it's go time, that will be up to Jack. And so the communication and working through what hours that the building needs automatically open and when it needs to be closed and the programming of all of that. So anyway, moving very rapidly on that, far sooner than I had thought. So we're doing well there. So anything else? No, nothing?
I think that's it. Hopefully that ramp thing holds this time. That's the second time.
I know, yeah.
One of those
It's,
deals.
it's kind of like a pothole. You know, that's what I've been calling it, the pothole.
Been pothole.
I think people hit it and, you know, chunk comes out and chunk comes out. And so we just want to make sure that anyone coming into the building, you know, is safe and doesn't trip on it. So, well, you know, safety committee tries.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Doing a good
that's,
job.
That's what we try to do. So,
Needing intentional accidents.
exactly. If we can prevent them, prevention is the key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. All righty. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Sally.
much. All right.
Okay. You want to jump in that Spellman agreement?
Absolutely.
Come on up, Brian. Let's get that out of the way and
Good morning, everyone. How are we?
we're good. We're good.
Well, we worked, Tiffany and I went back and forth with our Spillman person. If you guys look at the final numbers, it had come in 20,000 less as original. But as Susan knows, having a credit with Spillman is a bookkeeping nightmare. Our current contract for our GIS managed services ends in like September. This new agreement will take effect in April. I said, I don't want to be dealing with credit. So they included that in there. So that $20,000 savings is now a $10,000 savings just off the top. And we still have the 4% maintenance. And that $190,000 figure for the new servers, we beat them down to 147, so we did not have to bid it out. We had the verbiage that Susan requested to be put in there added as far as is that anything over 25,000, they have to have a certification saying that, you know, they're not.
Suspension and debarment language that the state requires for certain contracts. It mainly depends, and this may not be, but it's really crucial when it is something that's paid by a federal grant.
Okay.
So since we had started it, I just asked that it be put in there.
Did you guys have any other questions about the contract?
I don't think so. I read what you sent and yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
So did you get my questions about the math not adding?
I did not get those questions. Which math did not add?
Well, I didn't send it to you guys.
Oh, I
I
was
just
gonna
sent it
say.
to Brian last night. Okay, so this sheet,
Yes.
okay, the yellow box does not equal the 345,000. It only comes up to 236,405.79. So there's 109,550.21 that I have no idea what it is for. $109,550.21. And I don't know, because you know how, like, we have the normal, which this is beyond me, but like year one, we have the 136,000, yada, yada, yada. I didn't know if that was part of that. But then that doesn't make sense because that's, I mean, it's good for us, but it's way less than what they would charge on a yearly without the servers. So, okay, so you might be able to answer this. So what happened, so year 2 now shows 367,839, and it was 136,255? Are we having 2 years over 300,000?
Oh,
I'm not sure what they did there.
Page are you on?
But I will definitely get an answer to that.
1.1 pricing summary table. Yeah,
Oh, thanks. I'm trying to look at my phone here.
So
Okay, I was on that
this
page.
stuff only,
Okay. Page,
but-
year 3.
Yeah, but year 2 was, whatever I said, 136,000 or something.
That's what year 1 is.
it was just above year 1. Each year was a little bit more.
But last time we only had 1 year that was over 300. And that's what you
Yeah,
Right.
I thought that was what I looked at. I didn't realize that the second year had jumped up. Is that what you're
Let me
saying?
get clarification on that before we
We
move
probably
forward
ought
on
to
that.
know that. That's a big.
I didn't catch that
Second and
either.
third year. Third year also is
So
way
the
up.
third year is actually the 19,700 less than
Right.
the prior
The prior one.
third year. But year 2, I'm not sure of, and I don't know the difference from year 3 in this explanation
Right.
compared to what they have in
Need to
Yeah,
find
let me
that
get
out.
clarification on it. I did not catch that.
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Thanks for the second set of eyes, Susan.
Those are kind of my thing. I like them to match and equal. All right, so
We'll hold off
Hold off
on this
for-
until I get an answer on that, and then
Okay.
we'll go from there.
Yep.
Do you guys have anything else? Any questions or anything for Central?
I don't believe so. Everything chugging along good, I assume.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have one opening. We're losing somebody to one of our vendors, but it's a Monday through Friday day shift position, so have a good candidate possibly from another center that is wanting to come to us maybe. But we'll wait and see, and then we'll go from there.
Okay,
All right? Thanks,
sounds
guys.
good. Yep.
Good day, Brian.
Let's clean up a few things here. Payroll.
Move to approve payroll.
I'll second.
Okay, motion second to approve payroll. Discussion, comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Payroll is approved. Claims, get a chance to go through the claims.
Good. Move to approve the claims.
Second.
Motion second to approve claims. Additional comments, discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same. Claims are approved. Minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve minutes. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
You guys paid attention to the insurance part. I wasn't here, so I was trying to redo it and listen it, but I think I covered what you guys were
Yeah.
wanting to, okay.
Well, Sheriff's here, I see. You want to come on up?
Isn't too complicated. I'm just here to propose a contract between the city of Butler and DeKalb County for the sheriff's office to provide,
You're gonna wanna scoot up
scoot up.
to the, or bring the mic to you a little bit. Thanks.
There you go.
Sure. For the sheriff's office to provide police coverage to the city of Butler when they don't have an officer on duty. oftentimes on third shift. So there's a contract. The proposed amount is $45 an hour to cover the overtime amount that an off-duty deputy would be covering the city of Butler. So I think you're given a contract previously for that. So under that contract, the deputy would work, a timesheet would be completed, that timesheet would go to the city and then eventually the county, and then the city would reimburse the county those expenses of $45 an hour. Further, that's basically the overtime rate. It depends on which deputy it is. The amounts vary a little bit, but that's the average overtime rate, $45 an hour.
It's pretty much just covering our employee expense, not our equipment, gasoline, everything else that we.
Yeah, it's beneficial to the county, as it is right now. If there's not an officer on duty in Butler, then we do respond to those calls. So we're covering it either way. So this is, I think, a fair agreement to where the city's actually helping reimburse some of the expenses. It's a benefit to the county. When a deputy does respond to Butler, it takes them out of the county area, so they're in Butler at that time. So this actually provides an additional person, but the city's paying for it this way.
And they would only get the actual overtime amount if they had already worked there.
No, this would be, they're going to pay a flat rate of $45 an hour.
Okay.
You're talking the employee, I believe, aren't you? But in other words, overtime would only really accrue on our end if they went over their hourly.
That would be right. So,
Okay.
yeah, the city would be paying a flat rate per hour that they work of 45.
Okay.
And then that would be paid through the county through payroll.
Okay. Any other comments, questions?
The mayor's Butler's good with this and the council.
The chief is going to present it to the Board of Works. I don't know when their
Board of
next
Works.
meeting is.
Oh, okay.
But I believe there's been discussions, had this meeting and need to have Board of Works, so someone came up first.
Okay.
So if we get this signed, then he'll have the signed copies to present to the board.
Is Andrew?
Andrew actually wrote it.
Oh,
Andrew and Brady, they worked together. Andrew wrote it, and
so it's
so
probably,
he already vetted it and everything. Yeah.
he's probably okay with it then.
He's okay with it.
Yeah,
Hope so.
okay.
Maybe we should get a second opinion.
Okay, motion?
I'll make,
Go ahead, Mike.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with the city of Butler for off-duty officers when they need one.
I will second.
Okay, motion and a second on the floor. Are there any additional comments from the board or public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries. We all sign, right?
Yep.
Brady, did you have any luck? I had emailed you or texted you about maybe filing those doors, the striker plates for that one door that was really jamming on the cell block there.
I forwarded that to Ken, the maintenance person. I haven't heard back from him on exactly what he did. He said there's some complications with, I know we talked about oil. He said there's certain ways that those locks can be done.
Okay.
I don't think they have oil in them because it attracts dirt and then creates more problems. But I know I did forward that to him, but I don't know what the result was.
We could just get that bottom right corner on that striker plate notched out a little, because the striker isn't able, until you really slam it, it gives that little bit of vibration that
Yeah.
lets it seal, but I think if you just remove a few thousandths of an inch of material, I think it's gonna shut really well, because that building's just moved and settled and, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'd like to see them do that if they can.
Okay.
Great.
Maybe some kind of dry lube or silicone or something like that on that boat.
Or maybe the lock manufacturer still in business on those?
Yeah, there's.
Maybe they could
There's
recommend.
products that will help to lubricate that and not attract so much dirt.
You definitely want to use the right stuff, like you're saying, if you don't want to jam up little springs and stuff with wrong lube, but heck, I would even think just putting PB Blaster in it and getting the corrosion and the dirt out of it that's already in it would help, but. Well, anyway. Sure. Yeah, because watching them slam that door that hard, I thought, man, I shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And once I saw the lining of the striker plate, I'm like, wait a minute, this wall is settled significantly in this place, so, yeah.
Give you a copy of it for Butler.
I don't know when their meeting is. They don't meet for 2 more weeks.
Okay, we just chugging along here,
We're good.
ripping through this agenda.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Sheriff. Have a good day. Okay, miscellaneous topics. On to DART.
Yes.
Yeah, Susan.
All right, they are purchasing a low-floor minivan and a medium transit vehicle. So they have their invoices that they submit to get their federal funds that we need to approve and have you sign.
Oh. It's, have those vans been ordered? Or are they to be ordered? Couldn't remember.
Cheap, are they?
I'm like always buying vans.
They're expensive.
The minivan, okay, she said the minivan, they have already received.
They have received.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it says the other one they'll be receiving this year, so I assume it's been ordered, but I can't guarantee.
Okay. Motion to approve the DART minivan and the larger van.
I'll make that motion to approve the DART agreement on the 2 vans.
And I will second.
And motion is second on the floor. Are there any additional comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries. Okay, MOU, form approval for mental health
Well,
partners.
I think we might need to scratch that. I haven't,
Andrew have a question about one of the,
yeah, he commented on it and then also wanted it to go through
Yeah.
insurance trustees.
yeah,
And I had,
Yes.
late last night, I asked Cheryl if she was going to send that on to insurance trustees. So I think we should hold off on that one.
I agree. I think we need to know those issues.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Security tablet replacement approval to be paid from lighted funds. And that was for the courthouse security.
So I looked up to see when we first got the tablet, and you guys had paid for it from your monies that you have set aside in your lighted for the courthouse security, which is number 17, if that matters. So currently, I have the invoice of just the charger for $55, but they're going to need the new tablet also. So I was just wanting to know if you guys still planned on using those monies in lighted, or if we were needing to find a different way.
How much is this tablet again?
$3,000.
Yeah, the
it-
first one was
Is it
over
like a
3.
computer of some, I mean, it's surely not just like an iPad. It must be like one of them think pads or something.
It's
That
all, it's all integrated into that.
must be something special that's an expensive little tablet. It
Yeah.
must do
Yeah.
something more than just,
And it was about that when we first
Was
got
it?
it also.
Oh,
okay, I'm sure we
I don't-
need it.
I'm- I'm sure it has to have something special because it is connected to all that.
Security and,
And then when it's at the jail, like on off hours, then they're supposed to be able to let us through and things
oh,
like
really?
that.
Okay. We definitely, I guess, need to get it, but just,
we won't pay it out of,
Ought to come out of that account, I would say.
like we did.
That's what it's for.
yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so can I have a motion that we can pay it out of your lighted funds?
Yes, you can.
Thanks.
There you go.
Yes, you may.
That sound like a motion?
Can or will?
Is that a
Will.
second?
A second.
Okay, motion second to, any additional comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same. Motion is approved. Okay. That brings us down to the BZA board appointment discussion. You got Mike, you was, got your email. and read
Yeah,
that.
I had talked to Vivian, and she would accept the appointment if we're so inclined. I can't think of anybody else in the county that would be more, excuse me, more qualified.
She,
Many, many years of experience.
well, no doubt there. She was a city planner for Butler, and Mike kind of, Hartman won't really tell me what went on there, but she left rather abruptly. I don't know if there was a conflict, or do you know anything about her? Is there anything that,
Well, I do, but I don't think it's appropriate to
yeah, I mean, is
to
there?
tie that into
Well-
anything. I mean, she's moved to another position.
Oh, in the city?
Not,
Oh, okay.
not Butler, no.
No, okay.
Within the county.
Oh, within the county? Okay. I didn't know that. All right.
But, I mean, we've never considered employment, stuff like that as a,
No,
As
it's
a-
just in that same field though, and I'm just wondering if there's some rift going on, that could be counterproductive, if there's some anger or resentments between anyone.
Well, and I can't, of course, disclose anything, or I've heard some rumors, I guess I would call it, that I just don't think I can go along with Vivian. I'm sorry, I just can't.
that's too bad, Bill.
That's,
I've known Vivian for well over 30 years, and she would be impartial and objective regardless of anything else that came up.
and that's the problem. I'm hearing otherwise, so.
Well, I would say, well, never mind.
No, and I don't want to get into a smear campaign by any means. I just want to put the right person in that I sometimes not just knowledge and understanding the job's important, but just maybe a fresh look. Sometimes we can recycle positions too much to get the same people running different parts of the government to where they've run everything in the government at one time, and it just, I'm a little concerned about that from a standpoint of, it's not funny, I'm just making an honest assessment. I'm not
No,
demeaning her by any means, she's had a lot of positions, she was with the city, the county, or Butler, she was on the board with me with the DeKalb County Economic. She had resigned from that because she was appointed, or that position came through the city of Butler. So I see a lot of the same people in a lot of different positions cycling around, and I'd like to see, kind of like presidential level, Trump was an outsider, he had nothing to do with politics, and look what he was able to do. Well, other than getting 34 indictments against him.
Well,
But
there's some merit to that,
Yeah.
to some degree, and certainly some appointments. BZA is a little different organization than, say, Plan Commission or RDA or so on and so forth.
yeah,
But I think Bill's given Vivian a bad rap unjustifiably, and I certainly don't want to argue with your position on.
well, I don't
On
think it's a
that.
bad rap. I don't have anything good or bad to say about her.
Well, I didn't say you.
No, just I know she's been in a lot, and like I said, I see a lot of the same people over many years in the government doing a lot of different positions, and it seems to be, I don't know that I like that. Just, some would say that's a benefit, because the knowledge gain. Others would say, well, then the same thing gets done. Well, I don't know.
It doesn't sound like we have a consensus on that. So I'm one for new eyes, new ideas, new perspectives, and I have a gentleman who's willing to serve, and he is new eyes, new ideas, new perspectives. And so I'm going to nominate him for the BZA appointment, and that is Andrew Provines.
Well, I will say that I can't go along with that. I don't think anybody can argue that Mr. Provines doesn't have an agenda that will probably color any of the decisions that he made or would make.
Can you give me a reason, Bill, why Andrew, what has he done what has he done to learn the position, or what has he done to
Well,
contribute?
Andrew is quick to learn. Andrew is quick to present new, fresh ideas, good ideas in most cases. He's been very active attending the commissioners' meetings, and he's made contact with several different departments and department heads. And so I just think it's a new way to go. And he'll bring an unbiased opinion to the BZA, and he will study and investigate every angle when it comes to making those decisions. And I think sometimes people get too entrenched in the system and they kind of slack off in that respect. And I'm not saying that Vivian would be one that would do that. I'm just saying in general. I'm not pointing at any one person, but sometimes we get complacent. I can actually see some complacency setting in on myself, after this many years, and you start to get in that groove, and you don't quite know how to get out of it sometimes. And so I think we just need some fresh ideas and fresh eyes. So I'm still going to stick by with nominating Andrew Provines.
He had any, of any special training or anything recently, or been
He
to?
did some redevelopment. I think he trained in Fort Wayne. Andrew, can you speak to that?
Oh, I forgot he was here. I'm sorry.
Come up to,
Andrew Provines. Not that it bears on here. I recently did economic development training for a week, but I also have been taking the American Citizens Planner course from Purdue, so I do have that as well.
American Citizens Planner course? What's that about?
Basically, plan commissions, BZA, how you've read the book during the solar stuff. I mean, it's basically, here's the American Citizens Planner, but it's an entire training course based on that, how the BZA works, how the plan commission works, types of zoning, land use, the history of it, the rules around it, best practices, all that good stuff.
So you've looked into this a little bit at least?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I've read through our UDO extensively. I've read through Butler's UDO extensively. I've read through many county UDO extensively. Actually, land use, I find it very intriguing. So something I am very interested in.
And this is another thing I like about Andrew, he's a self-starter. I didn't suggest to him that he go take his training or that he study this or study that. He took it upon himself because he's a self-starter. He's very motivated, and I think he just fit in instantly and fill that position and do a good job at it.
I'm willing to second that.
Okay, make that a motion in a second. Any additional comments? And all in favor of Andrew Provines and BZA appointment, signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed, same.
Aye.
2 ayes, 1 nay. Okay.
Need Ben early.
Yeah. Did you get I think you got the EMS survey notification? Did you get that in the email? You should have.
Email?
Yes. I was pretty sure it was all. It was back,
Who'd it come from?
state.
Might have blown past that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that probably hit you to. I don't think Susan was copied in on that.
May 30th.
May
I
30th.
remember something at the end of the month.
What is it about?
The EMS survey,
Oh, okay.
and the commissioners who have not gotten the survey yet. It's just a notification
Yeah.
of getting a survey. And then we'll all three get one, but only one has to be submitted. And so I don't know if we're going to do that together or one person do it. Anyway,
Show
that's,
an email for some reason.
It's from Department of Homeland Security.
Was it? Okay.
yes.
Either I erased it, let me look in my junk, or deleted.
That was what, Friday?
Oh, here it is.
Find it.
I threw it and deleted somehow. July 15th,
Mm-hmm.
report, survey coming, June 3rd. We're gonna do that together, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, Susan?
We're under contract still with Parkview on the
Yeah.
$250 a year, I believe they handle the service.
Let me see if I can get a hold of Ben.
Guys, you have anything else?
Not really,
You can sign these, I guess.
if Ben could come early.
What's, I did want to say something about our budget.
I'm still working on it.
You still working on it?
Yep.
These are ready to be signed?
Yep. Ben is on his way.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on his way.
We do him and get him in here and do the pledge.
I'm not asking for the approval today, but I'm assuming that you all saw the disbursement number 12 request for the highway and the back and forth that happened there. So once I get a signed document, then I will bring that back.
400 and some thousand.
This time it's 224,147.
Just been a little faster with that generator.
Yeah. Yeah. Read the email from Jack about the switches going down, $17,000 worth of routers we lost because we lost power. And then the UPS batteries that back up the router failed, so the routers went down hard, meaning it's kind of like not backing up your hard drive before you do major surgery on a computer. You know, sometimes it comes back, sometimes it doesn't. And sounds like we were going to need the routers anyway. Jack said they were aging routers, but the new generator should take care of.
Have that.
Yeah, and that happens with computers. They don't like to be shut down midstream. Certain processes don't like to.
We got the wire, the conduit, and the pad.
Yeah, yeah. But he said the total cost was $20,000 to the county. That power failure. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I see they're working on the health building roof again today.
Yeah, yeah. That's good.
Get that completed, get that on off the table. Any thoughts or thinking on the covered bridge roof?
I haven't thought about it lately.
We haven't really discussed it or talked about it, thought about it. It's been a little bit on my mind.
Yeah.
I just,
Should we maybe put together some thinking on whether we can do a metal roof that looks like shingle? You know what I'm saying? And
Well, I think we need to have that information, because if we can do that,
the ideal.
if the historic connection will let us
Yeah.
do that, I think that's definitely the way to go.
It'd be good for another 50 to 100 years if we did that.
I wonder if Mary would dig into that.
I think she should.
I imagine she will.
Yeah. I think maybe we should, if you want to, one of you want to get a hold of her.
Yeah, I'll shoot her a text.
Because if she can do the legwork and, because they make the stuff that looks just like, I mean, it's hard to tell the difference.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be within 20, 30 foot to know it's not shingle. And
Yeah.
better lightning protection, better 50 years minimum that it's going to last without any repairs needed. It just makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be good.
But I think
Probably
we ought
less
to do,
money than split shingles. Probably less money than split shingles.
it's not anymore. When I had mine done, it was the same price. Now,
Was
it
the
was
same?
15 years ago, and I think metal's actually, since it's gotten more popular, the price has actually come down somewhat. But I would highly recommend I think we need to do a roof anyway, though, because it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's going to start rotting stuff out up there.
Yeah.
Well,
We don't
Mary's
want
been
that.
concerned about it anyway.
Yeah.
Some leaks and so forth.
I mean, we got a pretty big chunk of money invested in it. It'd be a shame to back off on the roof, which is one of the most important things to a structure.
I see the Friends of the Bridge were down there, what, a week or two ago and cleaned up and
Oh, nice.
got rid of some of the graffiti under that new abutment wall.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah, that new, brand new abutment,
Yeah.
yeah, underneath. Yeah, they had fun.
Couldn't resist, huh?
Oh, they couldn't resist.
It's too bad. Yeah, let's see what Mary has to say, but maybe she could lay point on that and figure out if it's even I really hate to put shake shingle back up here, because it's a 25, maybe 30-year solution, and it's the labor to do it twice versus, I mean, you're gonna do the shingle probably at least twice, maybe 3 times over the
Well, and finding somebody that's skilled at doing it
Still
anymore
good at it, yeah.
might be a trick. I suppose the Amish would have that skill, but metal roof obviously is a lot more common now.
Most Amish don't do shake roofs. The
No,
ones I
probably
know
not.
don't, as a matter of fact, the Amish crew that was gonna do my roof, like, we don't mess with shake. It's worthless, yeah. So, I think they're more into what's quick and easy. That's asphalt. Or metal, last forever. But metal's the way to go.
So Mike, you're reaching out to her, right? And what did you guys decide on the EMS survey? Are you guys all doing it, or is it?
Pull it out together, I assume.
I don't know what it is, so you guys.
I don't know, we have to receive it
Not
yet.
yet.
They just say they're gonna be sending one out when they do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we haven't
Yeah,
received it.
Just a
They-
notification that it
Okay.
was coming.
Yeah,
I think
comes today, I believe. It said
Yeah.
the third.
it was the
isn't
third. It was supposed to be the
Or
third.
today's second. I'm sorry. That's the third.
We've got a board meeting this month too, so I might have some information.
Okay, good. Yeah.
It's Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Hey,
Hey, Ben. All right, how about you?
I always come down here and sit by you, keep you company.
Yeah, I hear you.
Getting warm out.
Yeah.
I like it. Need more of it. So, anyway, I got a few things for you guys this morning, not much. First one is, last meeting, you guys asked me to send a letter to the landowner on 24 for the culvert. I did send that in. They've got till June 12th to respond. I've not heard anything yet, so hopefully I hear something back out of that. I'll try to keep you updated on that. Next thing is, glad Catherine's here. Brooks was supposed to close County Road 56 today.
Yeah.
I got an email late Thursday that they've pushed that back to June 10th now. So I didn't get no explanation. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's probably something to do with the 327 project up there, north of 6. I see they're still grinding up there Friday and Saturday, and they probably didn't want to mow and demo. I'm guessing that's just a total Ben speculation. I could be wrong. They can do that, or change the start date. They still only get 120 days construction. Does not change the final substantial completion date, but it just moves their 120-day closure. So if they start the 10th, their closure date will go till the end of first week October. So that's all I know as of now. So if you can make a note of that, Catherine, somehow I'd appreciate it. I know some residents will probably be upset, but it's kind of a little bit out of my control. I'm trying to keep everybody updated as I'm getting it, so. The only other thing I've got for you guys today is I've been in touch with FCI on the wood structure pole barn at the highway. And a few meetings ago, we requested that they get us something from the manufacturer on the rafters for warranty, whether there'd be any issues of structural issues with that or the post that went in the ground. Don't sound like I'm going to get that. They kind of tell me that no manufacturer is going to give a letter of a warranty after that has occurred. They feel fine with the product. They said they could have someone, their engineer, look at it. The warranty should be the same. If there is even a warranty, they wasn't really for sure. But they asked what warranty period the county would be wanting them to give the structure, and FCI would warranty it. And they went ahead and proceeded with the barn. The sides are all up on the barn. The roof steel will not be here, I was told, till June 14th. But the sides are all up, so they're just waiting on the roof, yes.
They are.
So they kind of went ahead at their own leisure. I did ask for them to get with me where we could determine this before they proceeded, but they wanted to proceed. So he asked me about a warranty period. I told him that really needs to go before the commissioners. So I'm bringing that up today for concerns or opinions or an idea.
My guess is you're not gonna see any real damage for 5 or 10 years. I mean, if you really think about it, you'd have to have almost look at it every 3 months and say, okay, is that separated or moved, or is that? It's probably gonna be a non-issue, but sitting that long in the open elements, those aren't supposed to be. It's not like,
It's all really aged looking.
Yeah.
The lumber is, it does have the, I don't know if it's mold or mildew or what on them, it's there.
Mildew, I think it's,
yeah, it's a shame a brand-new product like that had to sit out.
It was built in January. I've got pictures of the framing going up in January. I think the rafters was delivered the end of September, if I remember correctly.
I was thinking, yeah, end or 1st of October, right in that.
I could go back through the meeting minutes and get the
It's been about 7
exact dates
months then or so, right?
Yeah,
that they've been out in the weather, yes. They did eventually, when the rafters was on the ground, they did eventually, I think, towards the end of December, shortly before they framed the barn, they did pick them up, put some runners under it, and did put a tarp over it, but only stayed about half on it for maybe a week because of the wind and stuff. Guys, I don't know. I think the wood's probably sound. As far as the bracing and stuff, that's, I don't know. I would assume it would probably be fine, but I don't know that for sure. So that's why I brought it up today, to see how you guys would like to proceed, and I can relay that to FCI.
I think it'd be a good idea, actually, to require FCI give us some additional warranty on that.
Oh, I agree. I just don't know the term. In other words,
That's what he was asking, what was the term?
what's long enough to know if you have a problem? It's something like this could
Well,
happen 10 years from now.
The next big snow load would be the next possibility of it going down. If we get a big wet snow,
Yeah.
that's going to be the test, obviously. I mean, they're not going to degrade anymore going forward once that roof is on, not particularly, but it's the first big snow blizzard we get. And when that happens, who knows? But I think we'll have 25 years, at least.
I mean, a building should be good for a simple building like that should stand for 100 years, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
I look at old barns that
The way
are still up
that,
200 years.
and the way that thing is built.
That's what I'm saying. We got enough concrete just in the footers to, right?
There's a lot out there, yeah.
Build another Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's out of line, because like I said, I don't think 5 or 10 years is enough to really, if there's damage, it could take 5 or 10 years
Hey,
for
like
it
I
to
say,
even,
it just depends on that next big snow,
yeah.
and when that hits and how wet it is, and
I can't imagine it failing, it's,
I've seen them fail.
oh, I know, I'm just saying, we've paid a lot of money and a lot of
I've
engineering
seen them
here.
fail. I've seen
Yeah.
one go down up by Corona.
Did it?
Yeah.
There's something about those building codes we need to follow then, huh?
Well, and that was a situation where they first started building pole barns and they used regular pole spikes instead of galvanized.
Ah, gotcha.
And that the treatment ate them up.
Yeah,
And they got a big wet snow,
yep. Snapper, isn't
the whole thing just went right straight down.
that something?
So, yeah, it can happen.
Okay.
I think 25 years. Let's go for 25.
Is that, everybody agree with that? Is that what you want me to do, or?
Bill's knows more about construction than me. I would yield to his expertise there.
Okay.
Snow stuff can take time to find, and I think
I mean,
25,
and it was, it's on them that they laid out there in the weather,
yeah.
and
That
the
is
first 2
true.
months it was on the ground. I finally asked the foreman if he could get those up on some bucking. Well, he did oblige and do that right away, but
Should have been done to start
they
with. and then
shouldn't have
been
never
tarped.
dumped them on the ground. You never dump them on the ground.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you
no.
always put
Especially
bu-
uneven on the ground and,
Well, even, yeah, it's just that first chord is constant contact with wet dirt
yeah.
I'm gonna
that
tell,
time of year.
I'll tell them 25 year and they need to submit us a letter stating that.
And it can be specific to the trusses. so,
Yeah,
you
the
know.
trusses, sure.
Yeah.
That thing is well built. I mean,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It is.
it's overbuilt compared to most pole barns.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them's got 8-foot rafters, 8-foot centers, boards up on edge. This has got 4-foot centers.
Yeah, and they should be good with that considering how well it's built. I don't think they'll.
On the purlins on that, most purlins are 24 inch, those purlins are on 20 inch centers.
Yeah, right.
That's another, and there was a header up there. It's got 8 bolts in it, through the post, through the header.
Wow.
And one bolt ain't on anything.
On the end, I didn't understand the logic of it, but anyway. Yes,
More's better.
More the better. I looked up, 8 bolts?
How many bolts you have left? 8. Drill 8 holes.
No, it's well built. I'll have to say that. Of course, it should be for the money.
Yeah. It's expensive pole building.
That was expensive.
Yeah. Okay, what else? Anything else, Ben?
You know, not that I think of for you guys. There's a lot going on, but not any much for you guys, I got.
We still not heard about the tank, the fuel tank.
I have not gotten a ship date, remove change out date, nothing yet.
Nothing.
I'm gonna try to touch base with that this week.
We'll have a meeting this Thursday again, right? Right.
Same time.
Do you intend on moving in? Supposed to be second week of this month, wasn't it?
Middle of June, but the,
That's this month.
yeah, the transfer switch was supposed to ship the 26th,
Of May.
and no
Yeah.
one's heard or seen anything of it yet.
There yet.
Oh, no.
Weller's not done wiring.
Really?
The pole barn won't get the steel, roof steel till the 14th. It's getting delivered. They gotta get that put on. And then Weller will have to pull electrical out to that and wire that barn, because they can't wire it till the roof's on it. And then from there, it goes over to the salt barn and wire the lights and things. Pranger's not done in the wash bay yet. They're close, but they haven't been there either here lately. They still got punch list that has not been done. Friday, Thursday, and Friday, my master was there redoing the trim around some of the doors and the windows. I was there, talked to him. They've got tile to replace yet that was damaged. They've got painting that needs done yet. The building has not been painted yet. The building needs power washed and painted yet, but they aren't scheduling that until the master gets all the steel redone.
Makes sense.
And then out front, I think they're gonna have to replace some concrete. The ADA ramp's holding water. They're shedding off. Fuel tank. I'm not looking
Could be,
anywhere
4th of July.
between, I'm actually planning on probably middle of July.
Really? Okay.
Just from looking, I mean,
that's a lot of stuff to do,
that's a lot of stuff to
That's
do.
a lot of stuff.
particularly,
You know, the generator's not gonna be there till October, November, which we can operate without that. There's probably more on that punch list that the data's not, they're just now pulling the data wire. They was doing that Friday when I was out there. And, security hasn't been there yet. Put all that in.
doesn't seem like there's a lot of urgency going on.
It's funny, you can build something in a year, but the punch list lasts a year and a half. You know, it seems like that last 5% is really the 95%, you know?
There's been some emails going out that I'm not real happy about, but as far as addressing punch list and things, and I'm just gonna be glad when the project's done.
I thought your response was appropriate.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Maybe the one thing we should have done is a completion date with penalty on that thing. It seems like, I mean, we didn't think we would need to.
Most of
Yeah.
the time
But
when you deal
obviously-
local, you don't, but unfortunately, that's
Yeah,
why these things happen.
just some things going on that stuff's not getting done.
And who knows what the total cumulative reason is. There's all little reasons for every direction, and unfortunately, it just ends up, it's hard to just point the finger at one person and say, you're the problem, you know, but
It was a comedy of errors. It was a combination of
yeah.
errors, and neglect or whatever, change in personnel.
No, that's, I think that might have been a big one there.
That didn't help.
We've got, me and Mark's getting a lot done on the inside. I've got all the lights up. We got one office retiled on the ceiling. I got the other one to do yet. And then, we got to finish up the restrooms and
And you were doing that yourself, weren't you?
me and Mark's doing it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
good.
We've been working quite a bit out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Don't fall off a ladder. I don't need that claim.
I don't want to. I don't want to be nipping around particularly, but, our part, we're gaining on it. The guys got the lot ready for, to pave that. I just got to get the paver over there. I'm trying to finish up a couple road projects,
Yeah.
and then we're going to get over there and really hit that. I need to get it done. There's too much work and not enough time, not enough guys.
Did everyone pick up their equipment from the auction we had?
Yep, actually, I got a check here I got to talk to Susan about, so, yep.
Good. And have you used the new paver at all? No?
It's ready to go.
I was just curious. Yeah. Just curious to see how she does when you.
I hope it does good. I think it
Fire it
will. I think it will. Just, we got to.
It looked like it's in good shape just looking at it. I mean,
They took care of it.
yeah, that
There's
was a
no-
nice machine. Good. That's a good buy.
Yeah, there's no doubt they took good care of it.
Yeah.
By looking at it for the age of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, a lot of times pavers don't look that nice.
No.
And they go through some bad stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard to clean them up.
Right.
I'm sure
Oh, yeah.
it's got to be a job to clean those things.
Think of the beating they take, the hot oils and the asphalt,
Asphalt.
the
Yeah.
running on hot all the time.
On the highway project, do you guys receive the change orders? I've not seen any, with community corrections, like, there was a document sent for every single change order that we could keep track of. I haven't seen anything. Have you guys seen anything?
I've only seen a few. Since it's in the bot,
Then I don't have to worry about it?
they don't really have to submit it if it's all within the
Okay.
contingency funds. My understanding of it. It was more of a,
All down if you.
like I said, just
Yeah, thank
Greg
you.
being decent
Yeah.
about it, keep us up to date.
Anything else?
I don't have anything else for you guys.
Anything for Ben?
No, I drove 56 yesterday with my wife. She's like, this road's in bad shape. I said, see all this clearing off to the right? So we're digging like 13 foot down here, or 14 in one spot, aren't we? And
15 foot.
15. But yeah, it's looking forward to that getting done.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
That road is busy.
Oh, I know it is.
Sunday morning, I'm 10 o'clock driving, or at
Yeah.
12:30, I mean, cars going, that's busy.
I got a call, a gentleman requesting that we put a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit on that road. They said they race down through there, even now it's bad, they drive fast. And he's concerned when it's finished that they'll drive even faster.
It should have been designed what it will be posted at. It will be posted per the road being done. It should have been in the design.
Because they would have
Design.
redone a study on that on this rebuild, right?
That road will be designed for whatever speed. I think it's 55. I'd have to look at the plans, but it will be built for that. Unfortunately, if somebody lives there, if that's what it is,
It'd be hard probably to justify a 45.
Probably upset a lot of people that use it to want to get somewhere. I'll tell you
'cause
what,
it'll
though.
be night and day difference when it's done.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Which made people drive even faster.
Yeah, that was his concern. He said they go through there now, it speeds it.
But it doesn't make a difference what you post it at, they're gonna drive as
Yeah.
fast as the conditions
Yeah.
of the road are, so.
I guess it's just gonna have to patrol it more maybe and, just write some tickets.
If you really think about it, a lot of our speed limits, we do studies for a reason, but there's parts of 35 that shouldn't be 55 mile an hour. You're rolling along, flying over hills and sight distance. You come over that hill and boom, someone's there, especially after County Road 60. Those hills right there.
Yeah.
That.
Hidden
And when you hit
driveways.
Allen County, it hits 45 just like that. County Road 35 does. So why are they 45 and we're 55? I wonder, did they do a different study, or is it more densely populated there maybe? or-
Probably more homes, and then they do have more aggressive hills there than what we have on
Yeah,
ours.
that's true, around Schlatter or whatever.
And they've got
that's-
intersections on the hills that we typically don't have. And,
Yeah,
you know, most of our intersections do have the sight distance on 35.
yeah,
The crashes there, unfortunately, has been human error just running the signs.
yeah,
That was what the last one was. They just ran the stop sign.
really? Wow. That'll cause a problem.
Yeah, and it's posted on both sides of the road, and there's stop ahead signs. I mean,
I remember that's how Mrs. Graham died on County Road 68. Someone blew a stop sign there and,
I mean, it's a shame. There's just only so much we can do.
yeah, no, I get it. You can't regulate people to death, but I do like to hear the concerns though. If you do live there and people are running 70 down that road, it's frustrating, but how do you stop that
I
really?
hear that about every road that we resurface.
Yeah, I think everyone goes a little faster, right? Maybe we should go back to all gravel with potholes in them, right?
Every road I resurface, someone's complained about how fast traffic goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you recognize it more when you live there, of course. It's like even I live on Morningstar Road, and there's people that drive 60, 65 down that road. It's like, oh, down.
Down Morningstar.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna do that anyway. Doesn't make a difference what you post if you don't enforce, if you don't have
Yeah,
the deputies to enforce the speed limit.
Yeah.
They're gonna drive whatever they wanna drive.
yeah, that's true. I agree.
Yes.
What was that date you said for the landowners to respond to your letter?
The 24th, I believe he said.
No, I think it's the 12th. June 12th.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Well, we got 15 minutes to kill.
Guess might as well adjourn and get ready for the pledge, huh?
I guess so. I guess
You guys got
so.
any, I don't have anything else for you guys at this point, I know of. I had some stuff for Andrew, but I working on sending him emails and see he's on vacation, so
Yeah,
Yes.
don't blame him.
yeah.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Everybody needs a vacation,
Yep, I agree.
except you. You don't get,
Yeah, you're not allowed.
You know, I've tried to take days off, but, sorry, I'm
How'd
gonna
that work out for you?
be, you know, every night I go walk to that highway campus to make sure, other than weekends, make sure it's locked.
Yeah,
yeah.
One night here, I was glad I went out there.
unlocked,
It was more than unlocked, yeah.
everything open.
Gate was open, the wash bay door was halfway open,
Really?
3 entry doors was open,
That's not
a lot of
good.
lights was on. Was it about 6 o'clock at night when I was there?
Frustrating.
Yeah.
That's why I just go.
Yeah.
We're too
Okay.
close to have any problems.
Yeah. I didn't have anything else, Bill, so.
All right, you done, Susan? Everybody's done? And let's adjourn and hang around for the pledge.
Yeah.
We all